Many drivers and driving beginners, they don't know what causes oil pressure warning light to come on while driving, and what or where to check if oil pressure warning light comes on. That's why in today's video, I'm going to show you what causes oil pressure indicator to light up and what or where to check if oil pressure warning light comes on while driving. Oil pressure indicator have to come on only when ignition key is turned in on position. When ignition key is turned in starting position, immediately oil pressure warning light have to disappear. Keep in mind that oil pressure indicator have to come on only when ignition key is turned in on position, but have to disappear when ignition key is turned in starting position. So what causes oil pressure warning light to come on when driving? The main causes is low pressure of oil in the engine lubricating circuit. Oil pressure warning light indicates that there is low oil pressure in engine lubrication system. When oil pressure in the system is low, that light will come on. For better understanding, let me show you the circuit diagram of oil pressure warning light. As you see, this is oil pressure warning light. When oil pressure from the pump is enough or recommended by vehicle manufacturer, a contactor point will be disconnected. This means that light is off when oil pressure is greater than spring pressure, and light is on when spring pressure is greater than oil pressure. Because the system pressure is low, that is why whenever the light will comes on, nothing else to notice instead of noticing that the oil pressure in the lubrication system is too low. Here, what to check to fix or overcome oil pressure warning light that has been comes on. Stop your car immediately if this warning light comes on and check these ones. After stopping a vehicle, open your vehicle hoods and take these actions. Here, the first thing you have to carry out is to check oil level. Use a dipstick to measure oil level. Oil level must be between maximum and minimum lines or between hot and cold. Make sure to use a cloth to clean around the dipstick. This helps us to prevent dirties from falling into filler tube when a dipstick is removed. So clean around dipstick before removing it. This will help you to prevent dirties from falling in your engine. As I told you before, a level must be between a minimum and a maximum lines. So if level is below a minimum, there is a leakage in your system, so repair it quickly as soon as possible and add new engine oil. If an oil is below a minimum, there is a leakage in your system, so repair it quickly as soon as possible in order to avoid several engine damages. And make sure that your engine oil is filling between maximum and minimum max. As I told you before, oil pressure warning light will come on only when there is low oil pressure in the system. So whenever an oil pump is not operating properly, no pressure will be felt in our system. So you have to unbolt pump from an engine and check its operation, such as wear of internal moving parts. If any issue found, have it replaced. The third thing you have to do is to check an oil pump belt. Make sure that an oil pump belt, which is there for driving a pump for generating pressure in our system, doesn't worn. If any issue found, have it replaced and replaced with a new one. You have to check also lines if it has been restricted or corroded. If lines were corroded, no pressure will be felt in the system. That is why it is necessary to check oil lines. Restricted oil gallery will prevent oil from reaching into the engine, so use air compressor to blow off all restrictions in order to have enough pressure in our system. That is why you have to check your oil galleries inside of an engine. The last thing you have to check is what we call an engine oil filter. Corroded oil filter will prevent an oil from reaching into lubricating point properly. If any issue is found, please have it replaced. Thanks to watch. Remember to make subscribe if you like and to make share.